Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shit. Hope you all are doing good. I'm doing amazing. I know y'all thinking, we ain't seen you in a while, Six, and I know y'all have not. But if I'm just being completely transparent with you all, the truth is, I hate YouTube. YouTube is full of okay. YouTube has been policing me in ways I don't see other people getting policed. Like, for example, the Alabama brawl. Everybody and their mama reacted to the Alabama brawl. Everybody and their mama showed it on camera. Guess whose channel got a strike because of it? This girl. Okay. So if y'all are wondering, I see the comments like, hey, Six, where you been? Where's your content? I'm posting content weekly in my Patreon. It's patreon.com/6, SIX SIXAT6. It'll be in the description box. That is where you will find me weekly live. It's a different subject every week. It's a great time. A lot of my content is transitioning into private paid content because I don't have time for YouTube. Their appeal process is terrible. You can't get a person on the phone. They're just full of it. They exploit us. They advertise on our stuff. Wait until thousands of people have seen these advertisements that they can't take back. Then tell you, oh, we're demonetizing your video. Oh, we're striking your channel. Okay. They pick and choose when they want to enforce community guidelines. Some people have to abide, some don't. Even if you didn't do a community guideline, if you didn't break a community guideline, if they want to, they'll say you did, and that's just what it is. It's very, I'm white and I say so over there. So if you want to see my weekly content, patreon.com/6at6. I'm also going to start doing some uploaded content in there. And as usual, I still have my Patreon that is just for women. Everything womanhood, looking good, sisterhood, motherhood is in patreon.com/Sixthegoddis. And I'll also put that in the description box. For example, in my women's Patreon, I do wonderful makeup looks like this one here, ladies. Get into the look, sis. Okay. Don't be in the comments like, sis, what's that lip combo? Six, what lashes are those? It's all on the Patreon. Okay. I show all my steps, all my products. I don't gatekeep nothing. We in the Patreon prospering, finding solutions and looking good, honey. So what are y'all doing? Get over to the Patreon. Now, I'm not going to say too much about what I'm going to talk about in this video. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to show a clip. And I saw this clip and it was very profound because this is the problem that so many men, or I really should say men with money, successful men. This is the problem that so many men with money are dealing with present day. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to break it down. Oh, we don't need to see Irv that big. Kind of make it a little smaller. I'm going to play the clip and then we'll discuss. Or maybe I won't play the clip because where's the volume?
Okay.
So she asked me for $25,000.
She's a real one. Let's make some noise for her.
$25,000. I was like, where does she get off asking me for $25,000? And then in the back of my head,
oh my God,
would love to have one with me 100%. I just don't think it's out there. For me, 26-year-old Dominican, gorgeous.
You out here with totones? Okay.
So she asked me for $25,000.
She's a real one. Let's make some noise for her.
$25,000. I was like, where does she get off asking me for $25,000? And then in the back of my head, I'm like, this is the tip of the iceberg. 100%. If she's my girl, that she gonna ask, I need 100.
Her mess.
Get all of this money for my family to have some bad come around and just start siphoning it out. That's never happening, yo. So that's why I don't think it's in the cards for me. I don't know if I could find someone who I'm going to be attracted to that's like a nice, good person. And
so you say you got your guard up all the time?
You have to.
Okay.
All right. So let's break that down. See, this is part of the problem. Okay. You know, you wait until this hairline has receded. Okay. You wait until your stomach is hanging over your belt buckle. Okay. You wait until you get only a 70% erection. And then you have the realization. Okay. Now, dating present day is ghetto. Okay. For those of you who are married, you know, just take my advice. Dating is ghetto. Okay. Why is dating ghetto? I'm going to explain why. Dating is ghetto because everybody is in this in-between place of being overly aware, having too many choices. You know, back in the day, we weren't so aware when it came to people who need therapy, people with mental illnesses. We didn't know, you know, marriage and partnering up was a survival tactic. And this is the first time in history that men have to get a woman really just off of his personality. We're at a place where people don't have to be married to survive necessarily anymore. So now there actually has to be marriages due to compatibility and common goals. And this is the first time in history it's ever been like this. It's usually just been either get married or starve. Okay. So now you end up with men, you know, what he said was very profound when he said, I don't think it's out there for me. And Mr. Gotti, you're actually 100% right. And this is the dilemma that so many fellows with money are in, because they told you that if you just made the money, that the women would come flocking. Okay. They told you you ain't even got to spend the money. You just have the money and the women come to you. And unfortunately, that's not where it is. Okay. Because as I recall, or Gotti, wasn't you married? Wasn't you married to a good woman who was nice to you? But you was embarrassing her all around the internet, talking about your escapades with Ashanti, but you was too busy cheating and running around. Okay. And so you have so many men that spent their whole teens, 20s, even early 30s getting to the bag, never did right in their relationships the whole time, screwed over countless number of women that probably would have still been with you and loved you. Okay. You put the money first. You put Ben Franklin first because you want to get to the bag, get to the bag, get to the bag. And my thing is, if you do that, then why would you have a problem that when your old Irv Gotti just sold his catalog for $300 million? So you are now sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars. You treated all your relationships in your 20s and 30s like they were dispensable. Like you could just go out and find another one. I don't know how many times fellas gonna learn. You only get 0 to 3 women in your life that really love you for you. That's it. 0 to 3. Most men find 0. Some men will have 3 women in their life where they say, yeah, those 3, they. So if you pass the 3 and you've messed them all up, the answer is yes. There is no one out there for you. You cannot spend your whole 20s neglecting relationships or sowing your royal oats. And then you get money in your 40s, and then the men realize I got money so I could have the lifestyle, so I could have the women. And then the women show up and they're like, okay, where's the money? Where's the money? Why? Because you have no relationship skills. I heard a man, and I put this on my mama. This is the exact words the man said. I was having a discussion and I brought up that point about this is the first time in history where men have to get a woman because she wants to be there and because she's compatible, not because she has to. And I said, you know, so a lot of men who are having issues formulating and keeping healthy relationships probably need to start getting educated on compromise and relationship skills, back and forth. You rub my back, I rub yours. And his response was, I don't have to do that because I'm not homeless. I don't have to do that because the woman I marry, I can retire her in 2 years. So this is the problem. So we're still at this place where you kind of want women to just sit down, shut up, and get on your program just because you exist. But you don't want to just give her a direct deposit. So we're at this in-between place of all these men that waited, never had kids, messed up your relationships all through your 20s, early 30s. And now you in your 40s, 50s, even 60s, now you got some money and you're disgusted because every woman that you come across, she just want the money because you have no relationship skills. You barely have people skills because now that you have money, people just kiss your ass. And you've never had to actually develop a personality of give and take and consideration for others. So now you're old with a receding hairline, sitting on a bunch of money, with no one to blow it on. So my thing is, if you want to sit and wait until your hairline is receding and you have 70% erections to get a woman, just cut the check. But see, this is where the male ego comes in. And this is what tells me that a man having a woman that truly loves and accepts him for him is non-negotiable. A man can never be happy with anything beside that. Because now here you are with all the money, all the status, all the power, but you're sitting here on an interview talking about how you would love to have someone to spend your time with. But the women have gotten smart and they're like, no. Okay. Women always follow the lead of man. Always. So the men were like, oh, y'all can't be in high school sleeping with all the drug dealers. Then you want to have 3 kids and you want us to come take care of the kids and be the cleanup guy. Well, women are not being the cleanup women anymore. Okay. Women are saying you want to spend your whole 20s and 30s ruining relationships and sowing your royal oats, so be it. But when the time comes where you do want to settle down and find someone to love you for you, you're going to have to cut the check. Yes, they coming in asking for the money. Absolutely. And my thing is just give it to them. Who cares? Give it to them. Okay. Just accept the fact. Men are going to have to learn that. Either you get married a little younger. Okay. Either you find the woman, actually appreciate the woman that did love you for you, or you set up direct deposit. Okay. There is no in between. Hundreds of millions talking about the woman out there is not for him. Zero accountability. What I would like is for these brothers to be more honest and tell these guys, hey, listen, yes, it is important for you to get the bag, but please don't wait till that hairline recede. Don't wait until that stomach don't come off your fat. That fat don't come off your stomach. Don't wait until you got gout and psoriasis to try to find a woman. Because now we have tons of men who are showing up like, all right, I'm here. I'm rich. I got the money. Who is ready to come be my woman? And it's crickets. It's tumbleweeds. Nobody. You're rude. You're inconsiderate. You have no people skills whatsoever. Women do not care how much money you have. We are not in that era. I'm just trying to save y'all. We are not in that era no more where you can say, I have a few dollars and I'm not homeless. So women should be lining up to put all their eggs in my basket and come take care of me and be my loyal, doting wife. We're not there anymore. You're going to have to actually develop some relationship skills, actually develop a personality. Okay. And that's where we're at. Okay. That ego does not let a man say, I'm going to be okay with this woman being here, even though I know she just trying to get. Now you're upset because you're trying to date 26-year-old gorgeous Dominican women. You're trying to date them for free. If a woman wants to be with a man for his personality, she will 9 times out of 10 get with a man her age. Period. Why? Because it's a compromise. You'll have more use and time out of his body. You'll have a longer period of time before he start breaking down and you got to take care of him and put his medication in a pill calendar. You want women, you want to wait until you're 40 to start a family and to think about getting married and get a partner. There is no such thing as finding a woman 15, 20 years younger than you to love you for you. Why are y'all fighting this? Okay? It could all be so simple. It could all be so matter of fact. So now these men just end up old and just super bitter because they told you that if you just had the money, that was going to be enough. It'll be enough for rats. But any woman, like he said, I would like to have a good, kind woman who's a nice person. No, baby, that's over with. So you end up with men who are just old and full of regret. Spent all my years making that money. Now I'm old and women only want me for the money. Duh. You never invested in relationship skills, just invested in money. Now you old with hundreds of millions, holding on to it like, no, ain't nobody getting my money. Miserable. Okay. Make a decision. Stop. You about 40 and older with no relationship skills, talking about you trying to find a woman, yeah, the bag. unless you get a woman older than you or your age, but we know y'all definitely don't want to do that, because notice he said a woman I'm attracted to. That's the kick right there. He could easily find a woman who is also 50 and also divorced that would definitely love him for him. But that's where they're stuck in between. Dang, I worked so hard. I got the money, so I do want a woman that's a looker. I do want a woman that's attractive, but dang, they come in here asking me for $25,000. Cut the check, sweetie. Cut the check. For the rest of your life, you'll either be paying for it or using your hand. There ain't no in between. 300 million and lonely and miserable. I hate that for him. Okay? We really got to start thinking in advance. All right? If your ego say you don't want a woman around just because she getting the money, you might want to go ahead and lock that in a little bit earlier, sir. And this is dating men with money in 2023. A bunch of men dating, but secretly feeling like, these bitches trying to get my money. I hate that for y'all. Let's pray for these guys out here, y'all. Please let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all on the next one.